In the previous video, we saw how we can make a simple 5-volt power supply for conducting digital electronics experiments. The basic building blocks of digital electronics are logic gates. The three basic gates are AND, OR and NOT. There are some other logic gates as well, like NAND, NOR, XOR, etc. But they are all combinations of these three basic gates only. Today in this video we will discuss about OR gate and will try to construct it using diodes and resistors. OR gate, as the name suggests, the output of the logic circuit will be high if at least one of the inputs of the circuit is high. This is the logic diagram of OR gate. Here we can see that it has two input terminals A and B and one output terminal X, from where we get the output. So this is the logic diagram of a two input OR gate. If we try to record the combinations of the input and the respective outputs, we will get what is called the truth table. Now this is the truth table of OR gate. We can see it has two inputs and one output. When the input A and input B both are digital low or 0, then we get a digital low or 0 at output. Now when A is 0 and we get 1 at B, that is a high input, then we get a digital high output at X. Again, when we have a high input at A and a low input at B, we get a high output. And at last, when we get both high inputs at A and B, we also get a high output. So this is the truth table of OR gate. Now let's try to design the OR gate on our breadboard using resistor and diodes. For this we will need two diodes, one resistor, some jumper wires, a breadboard, a multimeter and a 5-volt power supply that we have made in the previous video. If you have not seen that, then please check it out. Now this is the circuit diagram of the OR gate using resistor and diodes. Now we can see we have two diodes, diode 1 and diode 2, and the P side of the diode 1 is this one and the N side is this. Again we have the P side here and N side here. Then the two N sides of the diodes are then connected to a resistor, and the another terminal of the resistor is connected to ground or 0 volt, and across the resistor we will measure the output. So this is the output terminal of the OR gate, and these two are the input terminals of the OR gate. Now at the input we can either feed a high digital signal, that is a plus 5 volt, or a low digital signal, that is a 0 volt. So this is the circuit and we will make the circuit on our breadboard. So let's start. For the diodes, I have taken 1N4007 diodes. These are easily available. A diode has a N side and a P side. So how we will find it out? Let us closely look at a diode. We can see that one side of the diode has a white mark. This white mark represents the N side of the diode and the other side is the P side. So by seeing this mark, we can understand which one is the N side and which one is the P side of the diode. Now our power source is giving us approximately 5-volt power supply, and the cut-in voltage of the diode is 0.6 volt. So we have to choose a resistor so that overcurrent does not destroy our diode. So how we will choose it? The diodes which we have used is 1N4007, and by seeing the data sheet we can check the cut-in voltage for the diode is 0.6 volt. Now the voltage of power supply VCC that we are using is 4.92 volt and the cut-in voltage is equal to 0.6 volt. So the voltage drop across resistor should be 4.92 minus 0.6 volt, that is equal to 4.32 volt. Now we want to limit the current in the circuit to 5 milliampere. So the value of the resistance required in the circuit is 4.32 divided by 5 into 10 to the power minus 3, which is equal to 864. Commercially, 864 ohm resistor are not available, but we can use a 1 kilo ohm resistor instead of that. So in this circuit we will use a 1 kilo ohm resistor. Now let's make the circuit. Before making the circuit, first let's check the voltage of the power supply. I am connecting the negative terminal of the multimeter to the ground and the positive terminal to the 5 volt supply. And we can see we are getting a reading of 4.92 volt. So it's okay. Now let's make the circuit. I have used these two diodes and these two are the input terminals of the OR gate. Now I am putting a resistor to the N side of the diode and then I am connecting the other terminal of the resistor to the ground. At last I am taking the output so this is the circuit of the OR gate. Now here this one and this one are the two input terminals A and B and this one is the output X. So let's test the circuit. Now I have made an observation table for recording the input voltages at A and B and the output voltage at X to check whether our OR gate is working properly or not. So first let's put the two terminals to ground and check the input voltages at the inputs. The input voltage at B is 0 and the input voltage at A is also 0. Finally, the output voltage is also 0. Now, if we put the A terminal to the VCC, then the input voltage at the A terminal is 4.83, the input voltage at the B terminal is 0 and the output voltage is 4.16. Again, if we put the A terminal at the ground and the B terminal to the VCC, then we see the input voltage at A terminal is 0 volt, the input voltage at B terminal is 4.85 and the output voltage is 4.18. Now if we put both A and B terminal to the plus 5 volt power supply, then we get the input voltage at A is 4.84, the input voltage at B is 4.91 and the output voltage is equal to 4.58. So that's our reading. Now from the input voltages and the output voltages which we have recorded, let's make the truth table. Before making the truth table, we will consider two things. First, if the voltage range is between 0 to 0.18 volt, then it is taken as a digital 0 or digital low. And if the voltage range is between 3.75 to 5 volt, then it is taken as a digital high or digital 1. Any voltage apart from these two ranges is of no use, and if we get any voltages in that range, then we will have to take the reading again and check whether the circuit is okay or not. Now let's make the truth table from these readings. In the first case we have both 0 and the output is also 0, so this is the first case. Now in the second case we have 4.83 volt in the input and 0 at the input of B, so we have a digital 1 input at A and digital 0 input at B, and we got an output of 4.16 which is a digital 1. Again in the input we have a 0 volt, so it is digital 0, and here we have 4.85 which is digital 1, and at the output we have 4.18 which is also a digital 1, and at last we have both digital 1s at both the input, and at the output also we have a digital 1. So this is the truth table from the circuit which we have built. And before doing this experiment I showed a truth table of OR gate. This one was that, and our data is also looking the same, so our circuit is working properly as OR gate. In this way we can make a simple OR gate experiment at our home very simply. And if you have liked it, then please like the video and share it with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.